for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Easy Mutt. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venom Fire here, back to the video, and today we bring you guys a Gun U-Trips offensive gameplay. This has been very highly requested, so I'm going to bring you guys a gameplay. I feel like you guys enjoy that more, see my situational play calling and all of that stuff. Here's a look at our lineup. Everything is pretty much the same, I think, since our last gameplay, which was Trey Y Flex. But you see everything the same. A couple of you guys asked what abilities I run, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those. And I do actually have to activate Tyron Smith, but I have Edge Protector on Tyron Smith, Gunslinger, Hot Route Master. Then we have 2 post-ups on our guards and Playmaker. Let me know if you would like to see me try out some abilities in games, because I could do that, try out some different stuff. Hopefully there should be some upgrades before our next gameplay. Here's a look at the defense. Again, everything relatively the same. Here's a look at the defensive abilities that we have. I have put Deflator on Jalen Smith. I'm going to try this out, see if it does anything for us. We got Acrobat, 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 and Double or Nothing on our defensive tackle. Overall, that's going to do it for our abilities. Before into the video, also remember to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so if you're new to the channel, you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support me, and it lets me know that you want to continue to see these videos. As far as the playbook we're in, we're going to be in the New England Patriots offensive playbook. On defense, we're in 4-6. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Looks like we're going to be starting out with ball, which is always what you want in an offensive gameplay. I'm going to, first things first, take you through all of our audibles in this Gun U-Trips formation. So just going through, what I like to have is I like to personally have curl flats. I also have scat, and then I throw in this Pats slot out. And the last play that I use is going to be tight end whip. Now, it's important when you recognize it that we're mainly going to be using scat and curl flats a little bit, but scat's usually the main play, and we have Hot Route Master, so we're going to be using that to our advantage. Now, as far as the run play that I like to use this 5-6 trap. It's a little bit better than the power in my opinion. I just find people struggle to shoot this run, so I'll show you what it looks like. We could get blown up here. You might have some D-lineman abilities. But right there, you see it's just a solid run. It's the same speed from both sides, so you can run it from either side as well. I'm going to start out in this curl flats. We're going to run a little bit of a basic setup. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to drag A. I'm going to drag B, block my running back, and put X on a little corner route, just like this. So it's kind of a basic setup. We got 2 drags on the field. We're going to hit Deion Sanders on that corner route. It was a pretty tight throw, and on that short side, you have to have perfect timing. We were able to complete it there. Right here, I'm going to go to the scat. I'm going to curl X, drag A, fade B, in motion RB over. He's on a corner route, but we motion him over, turn him into a post route. Right there, you see how he just catches people off guard on that little post. We had that curl to kind of hold his user over there, and we were able to just complete it over the side. Here, I'm going to go with tight end whip. This is a pretty good play because you can kind of quick snap it. All I'm doing is curling X and running everything else stock. Just kind of a feel out play. We'll see what he's doing. Going to feel out the coverage a little bit. Looks like he's going with some double flats. Right there, we got the curl wide open with Deion Sanders. Take a big hit, but you see how it's just a good spacing concept. All right, guys, at second down, I ran the ball on first down and was able to get a pretty good yardage there. We'll see if we can punch it in here, and we get down to the 1. So at the 1-yard line, there's no reason for me to be in U-Trips. I'll probably just audible down to this goal line. Here, I'm going to keep it simple. I don't think he has fullback dive defense, at least out of just the stock goal line. So we're just going to run basic fullback dive. See if he shoots it. I don't expect him to, and that's going to be an easy touchdown, going up 7-0. Now, I'm not going to show off again too much of the adjustments that I'm doing on defense. Just going to show you guys the plays. Right here, he's going with something kind of stock. We have everything bagged, and ooh, nice breakup by Roy Williams. That was actually a 70 overall Adrian Amos that I accidentally had on my field that made that pass breakup, because as you notice, I am using Roy Williams. So when I make my subs, sometimes he just accidentally gets out there. Here, perfect coverage, and that should be an interception, but it's not. Good pass breakup, and we go to third down. He's having some trouble with this double flat, and he has a non-mobile quarterback, so I can really rush 2 and have no threat of him kind of scrambling out here. He's going to 4 verts. Nice little playmaker, but everything is still covered where Leroy covered well. Leroy Glover gets that shed, and we are in 4th down. All right, let's go to scat again. What I'm going to do is out A, fade B. I'm going to corner X and block my running back once again. This is a new setup. You'll see a lot of these setups are kind of similar, but it's one route here, one route there. That's a little bit different. This is just a solid, sound setup, I think. We'll see if we can kind of catch him off guard. Nothing really open. We'll just kind of stand in the pocket, wait for him to send that spy, and then we will take our first down. I'm going to go to pat slot out for the first time in this video. It's going to be a pretty basic setup. We're just going to curl X, drag A, and hitch RB, just like here. Now, I might start sending that running back out a little bit more. It seems like he's sending two pretty much every single play. Hit that Darren Waller check down, and you see how the curl route actually pulled up the zone. Now, we did fumble, of course, but now I'm not sure how Jalen Mills actually did make us fumble, but I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. We'll see if he can actually get something going on offense, because he is bagged and he throws it right to us, and we take the ball over, and we're going to go ahead and score now. Like I mentioned, I want to go with this 5-out setup. I'm going to bring you guys something new. I'm going to put A on an out route again. I'm actually going to corner X. We're going to put B on a little backside slant, and we're just going to put X on a corner. So just like this, it's a pretty basic setup, but still relatively sound. You see right there, we got CD Lamb on that backside slant. It's just very difficult to defend. He sees the corner out, he sees the post going to the same side. I'm going to go back to this scat setup, see if we can get something going. This corner out is pretty intriguing to me. We're just going to check it down to Waller, though. It doesn't seem like he's defending that tight end flat over there, so that might be something we take advantage of. Right here, I'm going to mix in a new setup. We're using a lot of hot routes. We're going to post A, drag X. X is actually our playmaker, so this will help out well. We're going to put B on a little backside streak as well. I'm seeing if I can get Des Bryant open. Right here, we're just going to playmaker him back. That's our first use of playmaker, so we haven't even used playmaker yet. We're almost at the 2-minute warning, so you can see how diverse this offense is. Is he actually going to quit here? And there it is. So it looks like he's going to quit. We will go ahead, hop into another game. Starting out on O once again, looks like my opponent is in the big nickel over G, which is a little bit better against the run in my opinion. As far as like shooting gaps, we'll see if we can get anything to go. We make his user miss, and again, we pick up a first down on the ground. Always in the first drive, I like to feel out my opponent. It looks like he's in some weird cover 3 match from the previous play. We'll see what he goes with, but I'm going to go back to this tight end whip setup. It has had some good success early, and you see right there, we're able to hit Darren Waller on his little whip route. It's very difficult to defend that tight end zig. Going back to the first setup that we actually ran, double drags the post, the corner out of curl flats. Snap the ball here. We'll see if we can catch him off guard. Right there, we got Darren Waller again. We are getting kind of screamed off the edge. I actually liked this setup a lot when I ran it last game, so we're going to continue to go to something like this out of scat. Post A, drag X. We have our playmaker. Right there, we got Toor set wide open. It looks like that play does give him a little bit of trouble when we use motion against his match coverage. All right, we already got him in a new formation, which is ideal. This looks like the 3-3-5 wide. I'm going to see if I can kind of catch him off guard with something along the lines of this. He could send pressure, so I'm going to block my running back just for this first play. Again, scat, corner X, out A, and we're just fading B. I want to see if I can catch him off guard with CD Lamb, maybe, depending on the type of defense that this actually is. We got Waller wide open once again. We will check down, and until you start defending the tight end, I will hit him. It's a very tight end based offense. Now he is actually in Giants playbook, I believe. Looks like he has 2-4-5 double A gap. He has 3-3-5 odd, big nickel over G. Let's just see if we can run the ball in. This is a pretty obvious run call, but we'll see if we can still punch it in. Dorsett fighting for us a little bit, and we're down to the 1. You know what that means, fullback dive time. This doesn't look like good run defense at all. I think it might even be 3-4 bear or something, but easy touchdown for us. We go up 7-0 once again here. We'll see if we can make another defensive stop. Looks like my opponent is in the gun bunch, so maybe he's a little bit better and skilled than the other guy. The other guy was kind of bouncing around formation, so hopefully this guy is actually a bunch player so we can kind of take advantage on the defense side of the ball. See what he's going with. Looks like stock flood, and that is bagged. He's going to be in third down. All right, I feel like he's kind of run the ball here. We will see what actually happens as far as that's concerned. I'm going to go with a risky type of a defense, something like this. We'll see if we can kind of take advantage here. He's going with curls. Everything is bagged. Oh, Jalen Smith, you got to make that play right there. My opponent continues to go with this gun A slot offset. So he is in New England Patriots playbook if I had to guess. Actually, I don't even know because Patriots doesn't have flood, I don't think. It could be in spread. Right here, he's going with this PA post shot out of A slot offset. Everything is bagged. He tried to hit the delay fade, but it was covered well. Now, he is having some trouble kind of passing the football right here against my match coverage, so I'm just going to kind of stay in it right here. I'm just running it relatively stock. I'm just putting a vert hook on the field, and I'm using that inside quarter, the short side of the field. So we have to watch anything super deep, maybe from the slot, but realistically, you see how everything is just defended well. Weird running back routes, everything is covered. Also, I like sending 3 against this look a little bit more. The reason for that is he has a mobile quarterback. So I'm not trying to necessarily catch him off guard with that. You see how the crosser's bagged? Look at the inside, just completely covered. There's 3-4 guys right there, dude. I don't know what you were looking at, but that's an easy pick for us. All right, guys, this is a new play. I'm actually going to go with this PA fork. This is one we haven't talked about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to smart route B. I'm going to cross RB, drag A, and corner X. So we're going to try to utilize CeeDee Lamb's deep post. If it's a cover 2 or something, we might have that. Otherwise, we have a couple of other routes that I like on the field, the crosser, things of that nature. Right here, we're just going to step up, take our yards, and get down on the ground. This pat slot out was good the first time we ran it, although we did fumble. So again, all you're going to do is curl X, drag A, and hitch RB. Just a solid, again, sound setup. Looking for Waller most likely here, but we have RB wide open. He had a bad user, a little bit slow, so we just took our hitch, took our yards there. Here I'm going to go with another new setup. I'm going to go ahead, wheel Y. I'm going to drag X. We're actually going to drag B as well, and then with A, I'm just going to go ahead and actually block him. So this is just a basic setup. A little bit of unique protection because we haven't really blocked our tight end yet. But this is just something we can catch him off guard. You see how the running back's not even defended. We end up juking him out there. Gonna hit this tight end whip once again. Solid spacing concept. We'll see if we can catch him off guard. Right there, Waller, again, wide open on his little zig. Now he's in the double A gap. I'm gonna see if I can take advantage of this. Just cutting it up the middle, unfortunately. Good defense. So we're gonna burn timeout. All right, let's go with the spacing concept. I'm going to run it out of curl flats. I'm going to hitch X with RB. I'm actually going to try and maybe smart out him. Something like this. We're going to keep our curl, keep our flat with the tight end. It is man coverage, so we'll see what we have. And we end up getting hit as we throw, so we'll take our 3. Honestly, that might have been better because I think I could have possibly thrown a pick. I was throwing it to the curl, which usually should be man with the low ball and aggressive catch. But he wasn't in super good position, so maybe it is a good thing I got hit there. But we take 3, we go up 10-0, and we're in a pretty good spot to win this game. Back in this match coverage here, he's really struggling with this here Z spot. Everything just bagged. Once again, he's going to take a big hit, or at least a hit with his QB, but you see nothing open. Here we're going to mix it up, win the match coverage a little bit. I'm going to just, run something different. Oh, shoot, I'm actually got a deep half this guy. We'll see what he does. Little hitch, weird combo. Nice route combo, but he's going to pick up the first down. You got to be careful when you're making those kind of weird adjustments out of match coverage, because things like that, if he motions over, you have to reset your whole defense. And then I was just kind of flustered a little bit, didn't get all my adjustments off. Here he's going to go with the pass once again. I do have to defend this crosser with myself, but you see how just everything is bagged. Jalen Smith is going to put a big hit on him, and he has deflators, so we'll see if that activated some kind of light up, so hopefully his QB is tired. As long as he's really struggling to pick up yards, that's what you want on the defensive side of the ball. You want him to have to kind of work with this. Here you see our outside quarter matched up on the tight end streak. We're going to send a little bit of pressure, and that should be a pick. Oh, our acrobat activated. We just didn't get the right animation. My opponent had to burn a timeout there because I think our deflator worked. Jalen Smith hit McNair, and he probably had to use a timeout because McNair was in like the black of his fatigue. Here you see he kind of has that fade deep. You might actually have it, and that was because I'm pressed. Thankfully, we get a good animation. That's Byron Jones right there. I did recognize it. I didn't actually have enough time to get back, though, but I'm going to go back to this popular, or my favorite, curl flat setup. He struggled when we've sent out 5 routes consistently, so I'm just going to continue to go to this. We'll see if we can get B right there. Match coverage, whatever match he was in, didn't follow it. His user, he had to recognize the corner route or table route, whatever. We're able to just take advantage, out route, pull down whatever zone he had on the other side as well. Going back to this PA fork, I did take a couple of sacks. That was my bad. Honestly, I'm not just going to try and play kind of conservative here. We'll see if we can take advantage deep. He's going to go with actually a very conservative rush. Step up, back in the pocket, kind of slide around. Someone playmaker back there for me. Hit X, and oh my gosh. Did I step in front of the line? Oh, that was such a dot. Dang it. So I guess we'll take 3. I did throw that absolute laser, but we're playing good defense, so obviously not going to go for it in that big of a situation. Again, unfortunately, we couldn't convert, but we played good offense down the field. We just kind of stalled in the red zone there, just a couple of bad plays. Here we're just going to play very conservative, not give anything up deep. He actually has X super deep. Byron Jones, oh, we almost got the pick there. Now with him trying to take the top off, it's not smart for me to stay using that deep guy, so I'm just going to user the 3 receiver hook here. Everything should still be covered to an extent, and you see there he's forced to check down. So if he's going to try and run these shot plays, we're just going to make him take the underneath routes. Again, same old coverage here. We're actually just going to spread our defensive line up, crash up, see if we can get some better sheds. This PA shot, we're going to use it this crosser. Here's the delay fade. Nice pass by him. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a hit stick there, so that was a good play. because I used the 3 receiver hook, which is actually something that I should not be doing out of this particular formation. That was why it's open. So I'm going to go back to using this deep quarter, and although I have to use the crosser still, I'm going to lurk up on that deep post. Again, nice pass by my opponent, but we're making him use clock. Again, we force him to sit down inbounds. He's not going no huddle, so it's going to be a non-favorable position for him. Again, in positions where I don't want to play super risky, I'm just going to go back to this. He's going to go with a slip screen. Everything is bagged, and look at the time just running off the clock. He actually used to burn a second timeout. I'm just going to let him take a little bit more time off the clock. He's going to have to throw something inbounds, defend the sidelines as we're doing 20, 25-yard zone drops. He's going to try and maybe hit the seams. We have that covered well. Check down. Boom. That's deflator. And look at that hit stick. What is going on right now? Definitely not an ideal situation. I don't know how we didn't pick up the ball. Literally, there's 5 guys sitting there over on it. Here, he's going to go with the shot play. We're going to recognize that delay fade, and we, of course, drop another pick. I honestly don't know what's happening right now. You see how deflator, even though it had a small impact in this game, it actually kind of paid off because he had to burn 2 timeouts due to deflator. One because of Randy Moss and one because of Steve McNair. It also activated on his running back once, I think. That kind of got him out of the ground game. So it did actually kind of pay off well here. And right there, we get the game-winning shed. This one is all wrapped up. Although this was an offensive-centered video, we played perfect defense, so there was no reason for me to do something aggressive, lose myself the game. As, of course, right here, we're just going to kind of juke him out with Randall, stop and go. Even though this was an offensive-centered video, we were playing perfect defense the entire time, so there was no reason for me to necessarily do anything just completely dumb to lose myself the game right there. Here, just going to playmaker back, just dot him up a couple more times. With 1 second left in the game, we're just going to see if we can hit something deep here. Just going to try and roll out. Maybe we hit B deep over the top. We'll hit Waller, and that will pretty much conclude the video. So again, we played perfect defense the entire game, pitched that shutout. Both games were good for the offense. We played pretty balanced. We didn't throw necessarily any passing touchdowns. I did throw one, but I was across the line of scrimmage, but good gameplay. Overall, I think you guys learned a lot for the Gun U Trips offense, and I hope you enjoyed. Until then, peace. I'm out of here.